Mark's Reviews and Tutorials, and I'm going to go through the basic operating conditions for this Lincoln chlorinator, because they are quite a bit different. So I'll just give you the basic rundown of how it all works. The menu here, if we just hit menu again, let's come out of that. That's the normal setting that you have. It's telling you what's going on, the temperature. It is actually 40 degrees, that's reading correctly at the moment. You press menu, and here you can adjust your clock. Now I'll give you, there's a tip on the clock. So we'll press enter to enter that menu. When you set the clock, you just use your up and down arrows here to change the time. Pressing enter will come across to the minutes. But to end, if you just go back to menu now, it won't set it. You have to press enter, and then it will reset itself and change the time. Now, chlorine output is the next one, so we'll use the down arrow to come down to that and press enter to enter in. See, I've got that set to 100. Again, up, down arrows. I'll keep my hand out of the way. We'll adjust that. I want this one on full. So hitting menu again, timer. I've put a separate video about the timer. I'll put a link up here, but you'll see basically it's got blocks C for where we want the chlorinator and the pump to be on. There's 24 little blocks there, so wherever you've got a C, it'll run for that hour and run the chlorinator. But I've got a separate video. I'll put a link up the top. Hitting menu, and we go down to pump protect. There's a little tang in the cell. Here's the cell up here, and pump protect is if there's no water going through, it shuts the pump off in case there's a low prime, and we want that to be turned on. So we'll hit enter. Pump protection 3 minutes. I might actually up that to 4. That just gives the pump time to prime and get going and get started before it switches off. Okay, so we'll press enter to accept that, and then the down menu here. Cell cleaning. This determines actually how often it switches polarity. The cell, in order to self-clean, switches polarity across the plates, and this determines the length. And they're saying the longer length you put down actually makes the cell last a little bit longer. You don't normally get this sort of choice. So we'll go in here, and you're saying it's here at 8 hours. I'm actually going to leave it right where they've got it. So you can extend that, you can reduce that to affect how often the cell changes polarity. But as I said, a little note in there, it said if you make it longer, then the cell will last a little bit longer. And also, if you've got a very high calcium level, then you do need to make it a shorter period so it doesn't build up. But in normal situations, the standard setting, the factory setting, is 8 hours. Okay, menu. What is after cell protect? Cell cleaning, sorry. Brightness, that's going to be display brightness, no doubt. That's up at that's going to be display brightness. That's up at 100%. And hitting menu to go back. And under that, system info. Don't need that one, and that's it. We're bottoming out. Okay, so there you go. That is the basic operation and how to set it. As I said, have a look at that other one for the time clock, and good luck with your Lincoln chlorinator.